On a moonlit winter night, gathered around the volunteers, their faces all in battle paint, the bayonets like spears. They had one goal in mind, yes, for their freedom they would fight. They'd knock old Georgie down a peg at the risk of their own lives. But Washington, he had a plan that night. Sail across the Delaware and take them by surprise. They had one chance, they had to get it right. 'Twas then when they all proved their Patriot Pride. The Hessians were a mighty force known throughout the lands, and King George had a company of them in his royal hands. But one thing they did lack, and that was British piety. Drunken from their revelries, swift came their defeat. But Washington, he had a plan that night. Sail across the Delaware and take them by surprise. They had one chance, they had to get it right. 'Twas then when they all proved their Patriot Pride. In the War of 7 Years, along with Braddock, he did see the tactic of the natives was deceit and treachery. He learned his lesson well, yes, his experience taught him best. Why strategies would win the day, he laid his pride to rest. But Washington, he had a plan that night. Sail across the Delaware and take him by surprise. He had one chance, he had to get it right. 'Twas then when he did prove his Patriot Pride. On a moonlit winter night, gathered around the volunteers, our faces all in battle paint, our bayonets like spears. We had one goal in mind, yes, for our freedom we would fight. We knocked old Georgie down a peg at the risk of our own lives. And Washington, he had a plan that night. Sailed across the Delaware and took him by surprise. We had one chance and we sure got it right. 'Twas then when we all proved our Patriot Pride.